Hey, everybody. Welcome to a special midweek edition of Yes Have Some Podcast. Craig here. Thank you for tuning into the channel, whether you get us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, wherever you get us. We thank you for being here. But listen, it's Ghostbusters Day week. We're going to try to make Ghostbusters Day not only a national holiday, but a week-long celebration. And to help us do that, this is a guy who's never been on YHS before, but he is the brains, the brawn behind the big Buffalo Ghostbusters Day celebration that happens at the actual Hook and Ladder Firehouse every year now. We can now officially say every year, but this is year 5, right?
Yep, year 5.
All right. So Dan, from the Buffalo Ghostbusters, how are you? Welcome to YHS.
Thank you, man. Yeah, good to be on the show for the first time. Hard to believe this is the first time, but it's exciting. You know, we're only 5 days away or whatever now, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to just take some time to kind of get the word out because, like, I think within like the Ghostbusters community, people know about it, people get excited about it, but I think there's this chance to like even grow the event beyond that to maybe even the casuals, which would be fun.
For sure.
But although you guys had what, like 900 people or something last year, so I feel like everybody knows about it.
It might have been 1,000, but yeah, there were a lot of people there.
Right.
It was incredible, 40th anniversary and everything. It exceeded our expectations. It was amazing.
So talk a little bit about like the origins of this event specifically, because like Ghostbusters Day has kind of been a thing for years, right? Like even going all the way back to like, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, like everybody kind of knew June 8th. This is the anniversary of Ghostbusters. That's a day where there's, either announcements or, there was Ghostbusters Fan Fest in 2019, and there's been like trailer drops, there product announcements. So like, when did you get the idea to do like this kind of like somewhat organized gathering that is now becoming like an official event, which is amazing?
So it's kind of incredible what it all started from. It was really genuinely just a late night conversation in our Buffalo Ghostbusters group chat where our buddy Brent, who is pulling double duty, he's a Buffalo Ghostbuster, but he's also in Arizona. He used to live here and he moved back out there.
It's very rare that you see.
Yes.
It's very rare you see two franchises interacting, let alone somebody being in two. That's amazing. That's awesome.
Right? Absolutely. But he just sort of had the idea based on the half of the screen used sign that Ladder 8 has, where it had become damaged.
The Ghostbusters 2 sign, right?
Yep. Yeah. One of the fingers broke off. It actually kind of looked like it was giving the finger.
Right. It's funny.
And Brent was like, "Oh, what if we try to buy them a new sign?" So we just were like, "Hey, let's do a GoFundMe and buy the Hollywood collectible sign." And genuinely, the funniest thing about it is we weren't sure if we would even hit that $1,000 goal originally. We were like, maybe people won't want to contribute, whatever. And we hit it in less than 24 hours, and it just kept going. And eventually, as that fundraiser was running, that was back in April of 2021. And as it was running, we kind of realized, like, we have something bigger on our hands here. We're gonna have to do this every year.
Right. It's never about what the thing you did. It's like, well, what's next? Right. Like, I can relate to that.
Yep.
That's funny. So yeah, and then it's just kind of grown from there. Now, like, I think maybe people even take it for granted. Like now there's the sign that hangs full time at Hook and Ladder. And it wasn't always like that.
Right.
There was times where there was no sign at all. There was times where it was kind of propped up in other positions. And now it's like, obviously the building is so iconic and like you can't walk by it without knowing, oh, that's the firehouse from Ghostbusters. But now it's like unmistakable. You've got the sign, and it's also kind of cool because like we've never been to the firehouse for Ghostbusters Day, but unofficially there's been like other gatherings that have happened there. Like we were there before Frozen Empire, and like it's just a cool feeling being there with like so many fans, and like a lot of people are in costume. A lot of people are have proton packs. Some are just wearing, GB shirts or whatever. But like, it definitely has like a great community vibe. And like, let's face it, like sometimes communities can be like permanently online, and you don't always get to see people. So to like have something in person is super, super cool. I'm so excited to check it out, man.
Totally. I mean, I know me personally, this event has led to me meeting people that I would have only met online, like you
Right.
said. Natalie from Australia, she's come out for Answer the Second Call. She's come out, this is going to be her third year in a row.
Oh, nice.
And I mean, I've never been to Australia. There's no way I was ever going to meet her in person if it weren't for this event.
Right, right. That's so awesome. Yeah, I mean, listen, we love Ghostbusters, and we've spent, we're going on 10 years just doing YHS and trying to go to all these different kinds of events. So like it's really special for us to be able to come up and support what you guys are doing. I want to talk a little bit about like the specifics though of the event, because
Yeah.
it's more than just a bunch of people going to the firehouse, which in itself would actually just kind of be fun. But like now you've got live music, you've got merchandise. Talk a little bit about like what people can expect. I guess we should say it. The Ghostbusters Day is officially June 8th, which is this
Right.
upcoming Sunday, but the event is June 7th, the day that's Saturday, and it's everything kicks off at noon, right?
Yes. And yeah, we do that just to try to make sure that we can maximize people's availability to join the event, to come out and celebrate.
Right.
So we always try to pick the closest Saturday now.
Very
But
cool.
yeah, I mean, we have celebrity guests. We have two bands playing, the Mad Splatter, which is a Philly-based band of Ghostbusters fans. And then the Alessi brothers. I can't even believe that they came out one time, let alone that they're coming out for the third time now.
That's so awesome, because like factually, Saving the Day is it is the best song on any Ghostbusters soundtrack. Like,
totally agree.
I mean, that is just like human fact.
Absolutely. And now, I mean, right there in the screenshot in the middle there at the bottom is Ghostbusters Day, the album. They wrote songs for this event now this year.
So let's talk about that a little bit. So what I'm highlighting right now is the Buffalo Ghostbusters Instagram, which is kind of like, that's like a really good, your Instagram and your Facebook have everything listed that's going on.
Yeah.
But talk a little bit about the album, and then we'll kind of talk about some of the other stuff going on. What is Ghostbusters Day, the album?
I mean, it was born out of a joke, in all honesty. One of our guys, Chris Burns, used AI to like write a Buffalo Ghostbusters song,
right?
Shortly after last year's event, because we were all flying high after a great 40th anniversary celebration.
Sure.
And it just sort of snowballed. It was like, oh well, what if we actually like got this song professionally recorded, or does anybody know a band? And I'm like, I mean, they're gonna say no, but I could run it by the Alessi brothers. And then it was like, well, they're probably not going to want to record an AI song, but I could ask them if they could write their own song. Ask them, and they were immediately on board. They wrote 2 songs for that CD. And then Mad Splatter, the Philly-based GB fans, they also wrote a song. And then it was, just a matter of clearing some rights and things like that to make sure that we weren't stepping on anybody's toes, and getting it released. We can't do a digital release. That would have been another whole ball of wax. But
sure.
We have 500 CDs pressed, ready for the day for people to purchase. And
nice.
I can't believe that thing exists.
Oh, that is awesome. So you're gonna have the album. You've got the Ladder 8.
Oh yeah, the license
plates, which is really
literally just arrived.
You got one on
Yep.
you. Okay, cool.
Let's literally opened this 5 minutes ago.
And then this was a huge one. So you have Jason Reitman coming, which is really great. Obviously, Jason Reitman is, it's kind of crazy. I think about where the franchise has been over the past decade. And when he first came on board, I was very shocked. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe he's going to do a Ghostbusters movie. It seems like it makes sense for a lot of reasons, but also like just not something I would have ever expected. And then now, 7-8 years later, he's basically the head of the franchise and has his hands involved in every aspect of Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And how cool? How did that come together? Like, how cool is that?
Yeah, so I mean, Ghost Corps has always been supportive of the event from year one. They helped us out with the Hollywood collectible sign so that we didn't have to spend any of the donations. And then every year they have contributed at least something for us to auction or raffle or whatever. So we've
Sure.
always had a very good relationship with them. And this year, oh geez, I want to say it was a couple months ago, maybe February-ish. Eric reached out to me and was like, "Hey, we really want to get more involved. How can we help this year?" And I mean, what's my answer going to be? Like, how do you want to help?
Right. Exactly. Right.
We would love your help. And eventually, a couple emails later, he's like, "Well, Jason's thinking of coming," and I'm just like, "Okay, like, yeah, let's make that happen. How do we do
Right.
that?"
Right.
So yeah, we're thrilled he's coming. He's supposedly bringing some surprise guests,
Oh
so
my God.
that's even more exciting.
My brain is on fire thinking of who
Yeah,
it could be a lot of different people.
right.
I'll tell you who it won't be. It won't be Slimer because we just found out that the Slimer puppet from Frozen Empire is going to be at the in Atlanta for the next 6 months at the Center for Puppetry Arts Museum on display.
Hey, there
So
you go. That's cool. I didn't even know that was in Atlanta, but that's pretty cool.
that if you I mean that is an incredible place to go if you're ever in Atlanta. They've got all the original Sesame Street stuff, all the all the Muppets
Oh
and
wow,
Slimer. He belongs.
and Slimer now.
So Jason Reitman's going to be there, which will be great. That kind of like just adds another level of excitement for people coming out. And I guess we should also clarify this is a free event, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
No tickets required, free to attend. It is a fundraiser, so we have merch and autographs and stuff like that that'll all be on sale. And that's a way for people to contribute to the fundraiser, which this year is benefiting the Thomas L. Sasser Fund. And I guess I should clarify that because we do change the fundraiser each year now. We have the crew at Hook and Ladder 8. They actually pick the fundraiser beneficiary each year now.
Very cool.
So they picked the El Sasser Fund, which benefits members of the FDNY who perish while not on the job.
Okay.
So things that maybe insurance wouldn't have covered.
Sure.
This is a way to protect those families or give back to those families.
That's awesome. How awesome is
Yeah.
that? And then we should talk a little bit about some of the other charity auctions and things going on. I've got the other site pulled up because
Yep.
this is huge, right? So talk about these auctions are amazing.
Yeah.
But this is an incredible piece of Ghostbusters memorabilia that you're not going to really be able to get your hands on otherwise. So these are
We have 5 of them.
5 Frozen Empire cast signed posters. This is signed. I mean, by the way, I'm pretty good at Ghostbusters autographs. I know them when I see them. So let's see how good I am. We have Annie Potts, Logan Kim, Celeste O'Connor, Finn Wolfhard, McKenna Grace, Ernie Hudson, Carrie Coon, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Paul Rudd, Patton Oswalt, and more. It keeps going from there. But it's basically everybody. This is
There were 3 more that you missed: James Acaster,
James Kumail
Nanjiani, and Emily Allen Lind.
So it's everybody. It's the whole cast.
It's everybody.
How awesome is that? These are beautiful, beautiful posters. I am very excited that you guys have these up for the charity auction. And then there's like a raffle too, right?
Yeah, so there's 2 that are available via auction to the highest bidders, and then there's a raffle that has 3 of the posters, and then runner-up prizes from James Acaster, who played Lars, and it's from his upcoming stand-up tour, I believe.
Oh, nice! How cool is that?
Yeah.
That's really great. So there's a lot going on. I should also talk about. Go to the Buffalo Ghostbusters Facebook page. Go to the Instagram. Get familiar with everything because it's like there's going to be ectos. There's going to be the walking tour. There's exclusive prints. There's a lot going on. We do have the YHS party, which is going to be on Friday night. Which
Can't wait for that.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I mean, kind of we spun it up fairly last minute, just to like let's get the party going Friday, right? So
Yep.
very
But I
limited
love it
tickets.
because I don't have to plan it.
Right. I know. As soon as we started doing it, I was like, ooh, shouldn't have done this. No, it's nothing but fun. It's gonna be really great. Friday night. We've been talking about it a lot, so I won't bore everybody with the details, but it's gonna be Friday night. Doors are at 8. We're gonna have a real good time. We're gonna do a live podcast. There's gonna be drinks. There's gonna be fun and camaraderie. It's like a class reunion, right? We've done a couple parties before. This one will have a little bit of a different element because it'll have the live show as well. Our buddy Jay from Geek Dad Life is going to be there, joining us on stage to talk some toys because we know our friends from Hasbro are going to be there.
Yes, they are.
And there's just a lot to talk about with Ghostbusters merchandise, and then we're working on some cool surprise guests as well. But we're also going to be raising money for charity, and there's going to be a good crowd. It's going to be fairly like intimate. Like if you went to the Frozen Empire party, like there was a lot of people in a small space, right? So
Yes.
Rodney's Comedy Club is a little bit of a bigger space. There's going to be like 90, 100 people tops. It's going to be low key, chill, and we're going to have a great time. So I'm excited about that. So tickets are available at yhspodcast.bigcartel.com. And buy them, get them. They're going like hotcakes. And then Dan, what else? Like, what else do you want to talk about as far as the event and what people can expect?
Honestly, just expect a fun time. It blows my mind what this whole thing has become. Again, it was just supposed to be $1,000 GoFundMe. It wasn't supposed to be this huge celebration, but the way fans reacted and the way that this just kept building and growing, we'd be crazy to not do it. It's a fun day and everybody has a great time. It, like you said, hanging out in front of that firehouse with everybody, with other fans that love this franchise as much as you do, is just so much fun. And it's, we have to thank the fact that Hook and Ladder 8 welcomes us to do this every year.
Right.
But I mean, it's such a great day. Everybody has a great time, and we get to raise money for charity. Like, what else could you ask for?
Right. Yeah. I mean, honestly, like New York's just a fun place, and it's obviously rooted in Ghostbusters history. And I was super happy to hear that, like, because you guys could have easily been like, we did the 40th, it was a major success, but it's going to be hard to top. So let's it would have been really easy for you to not do it, but you came back strong, and now it's going to possibly be bigger and continue to grow.
We may have found a way to top it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know how you're going to keep topping it. Maybe having Ray Parker Jr. performing on the roof of the firehouse
for 16 straight minutes, like FanFest.
Even longer. Were you at FanFest?
I was.
Yeah. God, memories. I just love this community, and I love the franchise so much that it's like anytime that there's a chance to, because it's like I always talk about Ghostbusters. It's huge, it's big, but it's also kind of small. It's hard to describe. I think it's a lot bigger than it's been. It's bigger than it's been in a very long time, and it's growing.
But it's still not Star Wars or whatever.
Nothing ever will be.
Right.
But it's hard to compare it because like the fandom is just cool. Like it's just a lot of fun.
I agree. And it's so much fun. It really is. It's one of my favorite days of the year, every year.
Yep. And then as soon as the event's over, how many days do you give yourself before you start planning the next one?
Maybe a week.
How many private messages do you ignore with people giving you their opinions on what they would do?
My wife makes me like not look at my phone for at least 48 hours. She's like, nope, that's enough. We're good. Like, actually, it's kind of cool. She and I go to a Broadway show on Sunday.
Oh, nice.
Just like disconnect and just do not Ghostbusters stuff.
Do you have a show picked out this year that you're going to go to?
I think we're doing The Lion King.
Love it. I've heard of that one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah, that'll be good. So yeah, I think we touched on it a little bit, but we should say that Hasbro is going to be out there.
Yeah, very excited for that.
Teasing some product reveals, which is always a lot of fun. I know people like you and me, we love our toys.
Yeah, and there were a lot of people that thought maybe they were done. They're not done.
Toy fans, they always think everybody's done. Like Star Wars announced 20 new figures yesterday. They're like, yeah, but they might not. This could be it. It's like, well, I bet it's not. I bet they keep going. Yeah, so we'll have some cool product reveals, and yeah, overall, it's just going to be a good time, good vibes. And it's a cash only event. So if you want the merch,
yes,
get there early and bring cash.
Bring cash.
That's all we
merch
can say.
And everything will open at 1 after the bands. But yeah,
okay, gotcha. Very cool. And then we'll be out there early. We're going to be doing content and talking to people and just having a good time. So, Dan, for anybody who hasn't heard me say it 5 or 6 or 7 times, where can we go for more information?
Go to the Buffalo Ghostbusters Facebook and Instagram. Every announcement that we put out is all cataloged there. You can see everything. You can find any information you need. And we're going to have a summary post later this week, too, to really hit all the like frequently asked questions and everything, too.
Right. Absolutely. Wow, that's going to be good. All right, Dan. Well, thank you for taking some time to come hang. You're more than welcome to come back and talk Ghostbusters. The franchise is going to keep growing. So in the coming years, we'll have more trailer reviews and roundtable discussions and all the fun stuff that we can't wait for. And just good luck, and also congratulations on the success of the event. And we can't wait to come hang out.
Yeah, see you Friday.
All right, everybody. So come on out to the Hook and Ladder 8, the Ghostbusters Firehouse, right there in Tribeca, New York City, this Saturday, the 7th of June. All the festivities start at noon. Live music, merchandise, raising money for charity. And if you want to get the party started earlier, come Friday night to our party. And also, you're going to have to get up early and get to the firehouse. So it is an open bar. Just be responsible, okay? I don't want to drag anybody down the street to the firehouse, laying them in front of the Alessi brothers. Okay? We all want to be responsible Ghostbusters. That's all I can say. All right, Dan, thank you so much. Everybody else, thank you for being part of the YHS world, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot.
Do I?
Yes, have some.
Yes, have some.